November has come and gone, and with Americans celebrating Thanksgiving and reflecting on what really matters in life, we get to take a look at all of the great ones recently posted on our Fightsticks. Let's get into it. So let's start things off with this great Chun-Li Leverless build from user Remarkable Ad. The color palette is really strong, and with the addition of the gold leaf on the art to create those splashes, the whole thing just really reads as classy. Outstanding job. Next, we have an Aki hitstick build from Significas. They utilize CNC milled aluminum for the case with UV painted art on the metal faceplate. Even the Aki is hand painted on the topper for an extremely custom vibe. Great work as always. User bental came out swinging with their take on a hitstick. They used a mix of Punk Workshop and Gamerfinger buttons, as well as a golden lever and a custom case from Wan Mini DIY. The top and bottom stylings also contrast in a very interesting way. Here we see a leverless build from difficultdust that they've designed around cassette tape aesthetics. I love that theme and it's just a really fun concept. They've also kept in mind functionality with the inclusion of some extra drive mechanic buttons. Awesome job. Up next, we have a build from user Sonic Titan, themed around Morgan's Night Warrior color scheme. The blacks and reds work really well together inside the Eternal Rival enclosure. The LEDs behind the gravity buttons is also a really nice touch. Now we have this fun leverless from Measy Boy. They designed their own anime-inspired art, complete with a Jury fan tee, and the whole thing just reads as really fun. Up next is an Uncleiro themed For the Dub from Johnny Fraze, and this all-button build complete with gravity buttons would surely be the envy of the Fire Nation. Johnny always does a great job, and the mini T-nods are a nice touch. Now here is a Garoo Mark of the Wolves Hingebox build. These foldable controllers are always neat, and I especially like the angled jump button placement to better accommodate this particular customer's thumb movement. Great accessibility option and nice work all around. And continuing with another 3D printed build, look at this Moju Box from user V Angelus. They've got some awesome material colors, and then these etchings really help kick it up a notch further. Good job. Here were some cute Mario Brother themed builds. User Antivirus changed out the art to some SMB1 1-1 pieces, upgraded the parts to Sanwa, and even included some color-coordinated dust washers. Very cool. And speaking of cute, up next is an adorable little project from user Switchbox Dev. They utilized some beveled enclosure edges, XVX profile caps from Amazon, as well as some Zelios 65G tactile switches. Really cool little build. Now stay a while and listen as I discuss this next Fightstick. Here we've got a love letter to the Diablo franchise, complete with health and mana globes, rune symbols, and a fantastic quote from our guy Deckard. User Eclecraft did a stellar job with this one. Next up we have a Pokemon themed stick from user Raining Chimp. I absolutely love what they did with the Pokeball bottom panel. That plus their clean wiring makes it so good. Really nice commitment to the build. Legendary even. Now we've got this MHA themed dual mod build. It's a 14-inch AFS enclosure and I really enjoyed the colors on user Hugs and Giggles artwork. Those yellows and purples look really sharp. And speaking of good color combos, the blacks and whites of user and Accordion's Panda-themed Fightbox F10 were a really nice touch. Up next is a Zenitsu build made completely from scratch, so user Dreadhead John fabbed up the enclosure design in Fusion F360, mocked up their own graphics, and used a Cricut to get a decent art cut. I thought this was a stellar job for a first custom build, and some of the case angles are really cool. Excellent job. And finally, that brings us to this scratch build from Cantra CL. They put together their own version of a hitbox-style controller, keeping keyboard dimensions in mind for desktop play. The white and blue pairs really nicely, plus this thing has UV interior LEDs and side RGB LED bars to really give it a futuristic vibe. Really cool design philosophy and aesthetics. That means that this is my pick for November's Fightstick Award. Congrats and enjoy the tag. So another awesome month spent on the R Fightsticks subreddit, wouldn't you say? If you want to appear in one of these in the future, increase your chances by posting project details as well as several pictures of your newly completed builds. Let me know which build was your favorite in the comments below. Thanks for watching, support your locals, and I'll see you next time.